One thing that I've realized when trying to overcome my addiction to, you know, the temptations and the sins of life is that before I used to think when I was addicted to those things that, oh, I'm gonna stop for a week or a month and the temptation's gonna go away. I'm gonna be fine afterwards. But in the past, currently I'm 20, when I was 18 years old, I tried overcoming an addiction to drugs and I didn't do it for 6 months. And I thought to myself, man, I'm good. I'm never going back. 6 months, like, there's not an ounce of the drug left in me to give me withdrawal symptoms. And guess what? There came a day where I didn't get no sleep. I barely ate food. I was mentally and physically exhausted. So I didn't have the ability to control myself. And then the temptation just hit me like a damn truck. And I got so confused. I was like, shit, I spent all this time, in the beginning, I spent 2 months trying to overcome this temptation. And now it's hit me like a motherfucking truck after 6 months? That's crazy. That's fucking insane. And it flabbergasted me so much that I just gave in because I feared getting the temptation again and again and again. So I was like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna give in. But then I gave in, and once my heart got a little satisfied because it got what it wanted and my emotions started calming down, I realized I was like, fuck, I made a big mistake. And now that I'm 20, I've realized something, that if you believe in God and you believe in the devil, then you understand that temptation is lifelong, right? The devil isn't gonna tempt you for a month and then give up. Nah. He is gonna stay on your ass. He's gonna be on your case. He's gonna find every little opportunity he can get to fucking get to you. And it's your job to fight him every second of every single day. And you may think, man, I can't do that. But guess what? If you do believe in God, then God has said that humans are the best creation ever. Better than the entire universe, better than the angels, right? That are literally made just to worship God and just to, show how great he is. Angels never go against his will. God has said that humans who make mistakes all the damn time, who go against God all the damn time, are better than the angels, better than the devil himself. Because so what that means is, if the devil can tempt you every single day, then that means that God has given you the ability to overcome those temptations every single day. And once you accept that no matter how many days you go avoiding your temptations, it's not gonna leave you. It's not gonna go away. And in the beginning, that may be hard to accept. It may even bring you back to the temptation because you're like, fuck, man, I got shit to do in life. If I'm gonna sit there and just focus on not doing this drug or, whatever it is you're addicted to, then you're gonna go back to the temptation. But once you start to accept it, once you start to understand that, okay, you know what, this is life. Life is a big test. Everybody's being tested in their own ways. And, some people have it easier than others. Some people don't get tempted at all. I know people who've never smoked weed in their life, who've never watched porn in their life, who've never done alcohol. And I'm asked them, I'm like, don't you ever wonder what it's like? And they're like, nah, I don't care. And I'm like, I just want to smack the shit out of them because of how lucky they are. Because I'm so jealous of them. But people like us, you and me, who get tempted, who get fucked up, there's actually a benefit for us in all of this. And that is, and I'm gonna go back to this saying, I think it's by Jordan Peterson. He said that a man who is calm and composed when he's weak doesn't prove anything. But a man who has an aggressive nature, who's strong as fuck, and who knows he could beat the shit out of people, yet he chooses to be calm and composed, that is a man of character. That is a man who has something in his life. So relating that to this, right? A man who has no temptation and he avoids drugs or he avoids porn, that's not a big deal. You don't even get tempted. But a person like you and me, who has temptations, who has those desires in his heart, yet he chooses not to listen to them, it's life-changing. I'm telling you, you are going to be one of the most successful people in the world. Because the biggest quality of successful people is that they have very strong desires. Now, those desires can go towards bad things or they can go towards good things. My desire is towards success as well, alongside of whatever drugs that I'm trying to overcome. So if I can avoid the bad, the desire for the good is going to grow even more. But here's the thing. It's still going to be a constant battle, and I've learned to accept it. I've learned to be okay with the fact that the temptation is going to hit me a month, a year, 10 years, 20 years from now, right? When I'm married with kids, with a family, right? And I'm a proper man, a proper adult with responsibilities, even though I do have responsibility right now, but no matter how many responsibilities I stack on top of myself, the temptation is still going to be there. The desire to quit the hard work and to just go and enjoy myself and just not give a fuck about anybody is always going to be there, which is why you have to just accept it and keep going. And I promise you, the more days you carry on, the more consistency you develop, it's going to get easier for sure. It's not going to stay like day one toughness for the rest of your life. No, it's going to get easier. It may get tougher initially for the first couple months, but then after a while it's going to die down. And as long as you keep going, I promise you, your path has nothing but success. But if you give in, here's the scary part, right? You could not do drugs, and you could not watch porn, and you could not drink alcohol or do any of the vices, any of the sins of life for 6 months to a year to 5 years. But all it takes is just 1 second of weakness, 1 second of, I'm with my friends, I'm chilling with my homies, one little puffing gonna do shit, and that's all it takes. And before you know, you don't even know it, but you're addicted. And the 6 months and the year of progress down the drain. Which is why this is the toughest thing that as a human you can go through. But I promise you, it is also the most rewarding. Stay strong.